Hey, yes. So we're gonna let a couple of people get on. We're just starting today. So we're talking about black stereotypes, right?
Hmm.
What stereotypes come to mind when dealing with black people that other races would say that is, a stereotype? That's racist. Racist. It could be good or bad. You know what I'm saying? They say, "Oh,
I mean, the most common thing for Black people is chicken. They label us as chicken eating, watermelon,
right,
chicken, watermelon, soul food. All Black people don't eat soul food though.
no, we don't.
And
Not
for some
everybody.
reason, most people in their mind, they automatically stick us to the chicken. But I actually seen a white man eat chicken better, clean the bone better than any Black
Oh,
person, right? I
yeah.
watched him take the drumstick, right,
He
and
won't clean his
set
mouth.
it down and push all the meat down to the bottom,
Oh
to the end of
yeah.
the drum, pull it off, eat it, and the whole stick was
He,
clean.
right. He was skilled with that one then, because the girl
Right.
ain't.
And I watched him take the flat, twist the flat,
Uh-huh.
which popped all the meat off, put it in his mouth, pull it out, and it was done. There was no
Wow.
meat left on it. I'm talking about none. So that's what I'm saying. They also stereotype us with they people get upset when they see white people with braids or they see white people with dreadlocks. Why do they always want to be like us? They always copying us.
It's just a
I
hairstyle.
mean, it's a culture thing, right?
Hmm.
And so I don't know too many white people I mean that I heard of, I could be wrong,
Uh-huh.
that say the braids come from them. They
They
say French
don't.
braids. They say French braids to try to take it
Oh, the
away
double
from
dutch.
cornrows, right?
Hmm.
Cornrows were made in Africa, right?
Right. Hmm.
So they switched the name to say French braids, right? A
Hey,
lot of
Jeff.
people, hey Jeff, a lot of people say, switch it to whatever they want to. Plenty of people say cornrows, plenty of people say French braids, but the stereotypes of Black is always negative when it's of benefit. But as soon as it is not,
A benefit.
yeah, they steer away from it,
Hmm. Hmm.
you know. And that's the sad part about it. And even with it being Black History Month, the Disney Channel tried to give us a heads up to let us know that they were rebooting the Proud Family, right?
Right.
In it, the Proud Family discussed about how what the country was built on.
Hmm.
Wasn't it a secret? They didn't quiet them, silence them. They let them say just what it is, that this country was built from the hands of slaves. That's a fact.
It is. Yeah. It's a,
And they stated all the facts in it, but a lot of white people got upset about it because they're telling the younger generation the truth. And so they're trying to silence us with this sexualizing the transgender and the drag and all of that all across the TV. And
hmm.
then they're comparing that with, woke theory, right? They're
Hmm.
saying that down in Florida, how they don't want none of the kids down there to know about any history. They're
Yeah.
trying to silence us with everything that's owed to us and how the country really was built. It's like you continuously try to make generations believe these lies that are outing now.
Hmm.
Everything's coming to a head. I mean, how much longer can you fake it, America?
Well,
Really, that's how I'm looking at it. It's like you're in so many words, and it's not in so many words, it's factual that you're not giving us what we're due.
mm-mm.
You've given every other race that has come over or that has been here what's due,
Yeah.
that you feel that's due, but we have not received anything. The
Mm-mm.
only people that's trying to do a little bit of something is California. Okay. And now that the Proud Family has come out with their cartoon,
Mhm.
uh, spearing all of the past things about slavery and how the country was built,
Mhm.
they have a problem with it. So they
I
still,
wonder, why are they trying to hide this fact to the next generation? We have our kids, and our kids are having children,
yep,
and sooner or later their kids gonna have children. So what do you want this to be lost back down
of course,
along the way, so it could be a repeat of some sort? You know what I'm saying? It's always end to something that they're trying to cover, so it can be
right.
history could repeat itself again.
Mm-hmm.
um I think it should still be learned in history. Everybody should still know that slavery, because a lot of kids think it was fake. They think it wasn't true, and it is. It's facts. You know what I'm saying? Everything about slavery, um, us getting people getting. It's just sad that they would sit up there and try and hide it. It just kind of pisses me off at times, because my great great grandma was a slave. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I just look back and look at pictures. I'm like, okay, my great great grandmother, she was a slave,
Mm-hmm.
dark skinned woman. You know what I'm saying? She worked in the house with a slave owner and his wife. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Mm-hmm.
And when I look at the history, because my daughter brought it up, of the two, they just sitting there in their picture, husband and wife, sitting in the picture, and they're not smiling at all. Those pictures back there was like, I'm like, were them people even happy? You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
What's going on? Not a smile in the picture. They stone faced it. And
Right.
then great great grandma's down here, so it's
Mm-hmm.
showing how many kids him and his wife had, and the
Mm-hmm.
offspring kids that she had. They call them mulatto back then,
Right.
mulatto children.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, you guys, we need to still know that history. You know what I'm saying? Everybody need to go back and
Mm-hmm.
find out their family tree.
Well, and also the thing about it is that another reason why they don't want the history to be told is they're really trying to eliminate. That's why it's so much police brutality. That's why it's um overcrowd of prisons in numbers
Hmm.
of black and brown people,
Yes.
because they want to make the world white. Well, the United States, the other part of the world, that's impossible, right?
Right. Hmm.
They're trying to make it to where because they know that they're getting a sense of losing touch, right, with reality. And
Yes.
with reality in the White House, like right now, you just think of this: we would have never had, in the history of politics, we've never had anyone ever bum rush the White House.
Exactly.
Never.
Never.
People are going to the politician's house. You didn't even know the politician's address. The
No.
internet is turning against them, right?
Yes, it is.
The media is turning against them. You didn't even know where any politician lived. You had to
Mhm.
find them in their office. You
Right.
have so many judges now, having encounters with uh
Regular people.
people, that were that they tried, you know what I'm saying, that
Mhm.
they had to
Mhm.
pass sentences down to.
Nothing is
And
like
a lot of
nothing's a
people's
secret
families,
anymore. Nothing's a secret.
yeah,
People
nothing's a
know if
secret,
watching.
right? And so now the stereotypes of even the politics is done. You
Mhm.
can't even label it anymore, you know.
Mhm.
They still think for some reason, like, the words that they say is still triggering. It's not triggering anymore because they say it so much. I had um released a video today that was on the national news, right?
Mhm.
And they stated it had these white kids that were in high school,
Mhm.
and they were spraying their friend's face with black spray paint, right?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, spraying her, and they were saying, like, you know, rap lyrics, and, you know, talking and speaking as though they were black, and they thought it was funny. They were spray painting her face, and one of them said, "My mom, my mom just caught me." And I had stated when I had posted the video that their parents should go to jail for a hate crime, because you're continuously teaching your child that
And
this
watch
is funny. This is, and then there was like, it's Black History Month. It's
mm,
Black History Month. You know, they was trying to
knocking.
mock Black people talking. And so it's weird how we are the ones that have been mistreated for so long, right?
Always getting mistreated.
We don't sit and even think to make videos about them.
No. Mm-mm.
They're celebrated on a daily basis. We don't sit around laughing, joking, and talking about how, you know, how they are as a people and how they're
Mm-hmm.
taught to hate and
Mm-hmm.
how they're taught to be disrespectful, but then they're
Right.
looking for crying for sympathy,
When
you
you
know,
bust
when it's showed in front of them, right?
mm-hmm.
And I don't know if we'll ever get past any kind of stereotypes. Like I said, we'll continue to be labeled and judged upon what they think, what
Mm-hmm.
they have designed to be true, what's really not, right?
Right.
And so, what was the numbers as far as like even something as small as chicken?
Oh gosh. They were saying
They label us chicken and watermelon people, right?
right, chicken,
And
watermelon,
Kool Aid, right?
Kool-Aid,
Chicken,
sunflower seeds,
watermelon, and
and
Kool Aid,
sunflower seeds.
and sunflower seeds, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So for chicken, actually we are a higher number.
Right. What's
we
the
are a
number, girl?
higher
What is the
we
number?
are a higher number at we are a way higher number. Not really way higher. I would
Yeah.
say what you say? I would say
Is it 60%?
15% more than Asians, right? First is
Okay.
us,
What
then
number?
it's East Asian,
East
right?
Asians eat a lot of
Yep.
chicken.
Versus, so it says blacks had the highest annual total meat compensation,
Mm-hmm.
right? At 64.2 kilograms,
Mm-hmm.
followed by East Asians was 53.6 kilograms,
Okay.
and whites were 46.9 kilograms,
Oh
and
wow.
Hispanics were 38.8 kilograms. Blacks ate significantly more chicken than any other ethnic group.
Oh my gosh.
So we consume more chicken than anybody, right?
Right.
Okay. So that's not a stereotype, right?
No.
That's a fact.
That's a fact.
We
Right.
like
We
chicken
like chicken.
more than anybody else.
Yes.
Okay.
Fried chicken.
Now, but what did you find out about
So
watermelon?
for watermelon, it didn't. It said in the world, right?
Yeah,
China eats more watermelon in the
than
world.
anybody.
60, a little over 60%.
Than anyone.
Yeah, than anyone.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. Chinese people, China has more watermelon growing in their country
Yes.
more than anybody else. No
Mm-hmm.
one would never know that until you
No,
looked it up,
growing
right?
and they eat a lot of watermelon. I'm like, wow.
And they eat a lot of watermelon. I mean, what's wrong with that?
Mhm.
There's nothing wrong
Watermelon
with
is
that.
a good fruit. I like it. You know what I'm saying? I look, keep my seeds. Don't change the modify the genetics because you know that they have the seedless ones, you know,
Hmm.
watermelon now. Give me all that seed. I want it grown straight naturally. I don't want all that other mess. Because I don't know what they put in the food. You know they put plenty in it to change it and make it double and wear a clone and stuff.
Right. And
Yeah.
they do make it into, they make fake watermelon too. They say the fake water, they're the ones. So you see what I'm saying? I'm assuming, right?
Mm-hmm.
That
Mm-hmm.
because I seen them make other fake things, right?
Right.
Other
Mm-hmm.
fake food. They say
Right.
that don't get the food from the watermelons from China that have no seeds in them,
Okay.
right? They
Mm-hmm.
show you on there the geo modified ones, right? Don't
Mm-hmm.
eat that because those are the
Right.
ones that come over from China. They don't have no seeds in them, right?
Oh
But
gosh.
I mean, I'm sure I've ate it before,
Right.
but I'm
Mhm.
not stereotyping them going around, talking about them or, disrespecting
Right.
them because they make fake food. I mean, they've lived a long time eating fake food that they've made
Yeah.
up,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And the fact that everybody is so sensitive. Me as
Everyone.
a black person, I'm not sensitive about it. It's nothing I could do about it because
Mm-hmm.
of what they think and how they are, right?
Mhm.
If they're assuming that, what they're saying is going to make me go shrivel up in the corner and hurt myself
Right.
because they're saying that, they're spewing at me that I eat too much chicken and watermelon, all y'all sit around and do. It's a whole lot of things that they sit around and do
Mhm.
that it doesn't bother me.
Right.
It has nothing to do. I don't know. It seems like you don't hear about all the bad conversation of things that they have to say until why is it in February that you have this to say?
All
It's
this.
either February or June.
Mhm. Yeah. June.
Everything surrounding it. You have Black History Month. You have Juneteenth, and what that don't mean
No, that
anything.
don't mean
That
nothing.
hasn't gotten us
Black
in any door.
every
That hasn't
year.
helped anything. Yeah,
No, it
we
has.
have it amongst each other. We celebrate it, but it hasn't helped us, come together as a country, which you've
Right.
given us. Because regardless if you gave it to us or not, we're still gonna celebrate it.
Right.
Like I did. Do you remember going to school on? I didn't go to school on Martin Luther King's birthday ever. I don't remember.
No.
I
No.
wasn't made to. The
No.
school was still open, wide open, and going. I didn't
Mhm.
never go on that
You
day.
didn't.
And they
I
marched.
think you know what?
The march.
When I was at school, they had different assemblies going on for Black History Month.
Okay.
But for Martin Luther King Day, it'll be a big assembly. They have some kind of show or something. So and plays and stuff like that. So where you wanted to pretty much go to school anyway and watch, what they had to say about Martin Luther King or even Black History Month.
Yeah, you wanted to learn your history, right?
So look, it was a story
Mm-hmm.
while we talking about fried chicken, right?
Yeah.
Well, early this month, Xavier Brothers High School, right,
Okay.
gave its students fried chicken as part of the Black History Month celebration. Right?
Right.
So they got criticized
Uh-oh.
about
That
that
chicken.
because one of the kids was like, "Why are we getting fried chicken all of a sudden? We ain't never
Right.
had fried chicken and waffles on our on our, on our menu."
Right.
It's
Right.
not funny, but you know what I'm saying,
That's what
right?
he made for them, right? Fried chicken and
Yeah.
waffles.
So
Okay.
he was like, he's feels bad. He came back and said he didn't think it'd be that much of a
A big of a deal.
he wasn't insensitive to anybody's race. He thought he was just treating all the kids and felt like, hey, this is a traditional meal, I guess, and he was gonna feed it to them for Black History Month. And there was a suggestion from one of the Black cafeterias at work.
Hmm.
So he apologized for the whole, the school because it's the Catholic Archdiocese. That is a Catholic school. So
Okay.
yeah,
And so
so
was he wrong for giving the kids fried chicken and watermelon? I mean, excuse me, fried chicken and waffles?
I
Was
don't
he
think
fried?
so
Was
because
he
it's
wrong
like
for that? Because I mean,
no,
it's Black History Month,
right?
and it is a meal that we frequent,
Yeah,
that
we
we
eat.
that we frequent it so much that who is it? White Castles.
Everybody,
McDonald's now has a form, McGriddle,
yes,
with the waffle and the chicken sandwiches.
yes.
Come on, what?
Chick-fil-A, I think had it for a minute.
Chick-fil-A had it for a second. They did a trial run, and
Look. Let me
even
tell you. Let's take it even further. The prison system
yeah,
makes up a
yeah,
Black History Month dinner.
yeah, meals for the whole entire month.
The whole
So, and
entire,
on for
yeah,
the whole entire month, and 2 days out the week, you get a black meal.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying. So it's not bothering us. It's not bothering. Well, not bothering me. I'm gonna speak
Okay,
for
because
me, right?
girl, look, when they had that fried chicken coming through there, I sure was had my look. You don't want your fried chicken? Put it on my tray right quick.
Right. And
Have
everybody doesn't eat it, especially
no.
breasts, right?
Mm-hmm.
Here, as I get older, I eat thighs, but when I was younger, all I ate, nothing but breast and wing, only white meat,
Yeah,
right?
had I like thigh and wing.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. So everyone has their preference. The things with stereotypes is, I think that should go out the window because not
Yeah.
that's the fear. That's the fear of
Mm-hmm.
the government scared that everybody that's white is gonna turn black. That it's gonna be too much color in the
Just
in
like
the system.
the
They want to still control everything. Yeah.
just like the stereotype when HIV AIDS came out. They'll say it's a gay man disease. Monkeypox is a gay man
Monkeypox. They
disease.
said
I'm
it's a
like,
gay man disease.
no.
Now look at monkeypox. That shit went.
And,
Excuse me. That stuff went
no,
and gone.
and
Right?
gone, right.
It's gone.
And then they
Right?
found out it wasn't a gay man disease. You could touch anybody and get it.
And get it.
But the things that come out your mouth first is the things that make everybody look negatively at it, and they grasp onto that first word. The first thing come out, that's where everybody gets and running with it.
Black. Everything that comes out black
Right.
is black. Black is bad until it's a benefit for you. That's it.
Oh goodness.
Everything about it is bad until it's a benefit. That's a I want to say this, that in the Proud Family clip, they were mad at the descendants of slaves continued to build it. Slaves built this country, and we, the descendants of slaves in America, have earned reparations for their suffering and continue to earn reparations every moment we spend submerging in the systematic prejudice, racism, and white supremacy that America was founded with and still not atoned for. The children chanted. So they're mad that it was a cartoon and that the kids are telling the next generation that this country was built off the hands of Black people, which is a fact. This is not a lie, right?
It's true. Yes.
And they're mad that Disney is the ones saying it, right? And allowing it to be said on the Proud Family reboot. So I'm just waiting to see when this reboot is going to come out, that if they're going to cut this.
I think Disney is not going to save face for the public, because Disney knew what was coming out. They saw it before it came out.
I mean, they're the ones that let it be produced.
And wait a minute. This is what, let's see. Disney did do a statement and said, you know, in all, unquote, that we should know what happened to the history of what happened in the slavery, you know, back in the slavery time.
Yeah, and they're saying that we're delusional if we think that Lincoln did not free the slaves.
Okay, and there was a reason why he did that. It wasn't because he wanted to.
It was because his kids was Black.
Yeah, oh, he had.
He had. Look at how many kids that he had, and many children that he had made.
Oh yeah.
Of course, I mean, any person. Yeah, there's so much evil in this world, and they say that they were so evil back then to even enslave anybody, and the cruelty that they were doing to us, right?
Yes.
But he, as being an old man, didn't want his kids to suffer.
Right.
So it wasn't like he did it probably because he wanted to. He felt like he had to, because after having all them kids, and then his kids and his slaves were raising his kids that he had with his wife.
Yeah.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. We're known for taking care of white people kids. I don't give a dang what it is. We're known for that, right? When white people that are rich, they either hire Black people or they hire Hispanics.
Yeah.
So I mean, this is a fact. This isn't a lie. It's not nothing that we're making up or making it not be. This is what it is, right? Raise them to be respectful to them.
Yes,
raise them to do right by them. So how are you mad about that? And then you have the younger generation teaching the younger generation, right? Because of a cartoon, and you're mad at Disney about it. They're always mad at Disney. Mad at Disney about like I said, about the transgender and the drag being in cartoons as well.
Oh, they mad at Disney because they made Ariel Black too, or was that which one?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. It's so many.
Oh, it's gonna be some. That's why Disney's gonna stand on what they say. I don't think Disney is gonna change too much of anything. They're gonna stand on it. They've
been around so long that they know how to handle controversy.
Oh yeah.
If it ain't nothing else, no matter what, I don't care what kid
The
Any one of
same.
every single one of our grandkids, every single one of that's one thing that's a fact. Every single one of our grandkids, every single one of their grandkids, white, black, gay, or straight. Guess what? Everybody gonna catch some Disney.
Okay. Oh, look. And the ones
Everybody's
that's
gonna like
mad,
a Disney program. Everyone.
and the ones that's
So
mad, they're gonna sit up there and go to Disney World or Disneyland. So they're gonna
exactly.
still be
That's what
mad
I'm
when they sit
saying.
there and
It's
go.
it one thing about it as well is that this right here, this is drawing up the sales.
Oh yeah.
This is drawing up the sales of everything Disney. They
Mhm.
want to do all the research like we're doing right now, viewing the
Okay.
Proud Family,
Right.
right? Love the Proud Family, heard of it, watched it, all that, but I
Right.
wasn't looking for it right now.
The Proud Family been out a long, long time.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. And for the reboot to come on and it's the truth, it's spitting
Right.
some facts, that's gonna get people to watch even more.
Yeah, it is.
They know exactly what they're doing. Marketing they ain't lacking no marketing.
No, they're not.
They've been marketing very well forever. That's why they've been going so long and strong, right? They're
Right.
not crazy.
Mm-mm.
So
Mm-mm.
I don't know if it was and I can't say it was a marketing scheme for Disney because, like I
No.
said, no matter what, every single person on this earth knows that name, and
Yeah.
every person on this earth is gonna watch some Disney at some point in their life, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So they did what they felt they wanted to do.
Yeah, they did. Yes. So, what do you guys think? Yes.
Stereotypes. We're never gonna. The moral of the story is, no matter what the controversy is, there's always some truth to it,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
And in this case, it just happens to be more facts than fiction of what the Proud Family was saying
Mm-hmm.
about slavery building the country.
Right.
And whoever's mad about it, just go do your research. Just do your history. Just know your history. Stop trying to forget it. Just
Right.
accept it. We've been forced to accept it. So
Mhm.
you have to too.
And then the reason we're not saying a lot of times they'll say y'all trying to blame us, the generation now. No, we're not blaming
No,
you.
not at all.
Know and recognize what happened in the past, so you could pass that along to your people, to your family, so you start kind of supporting Black people. You know what I'm saying? Just
And the sad part about it too is that there's so many excuses in the government that is made up about us not receiving our reparations, right?
Mhm.
It's so many excuses made up about us not receiving the proper just a home. How do you not know we were, first of all, we were forced over here, and then for you to say go back, go where we gonna go back to, you need to go back to.
Right.
And so now that we're here and you've invited all these newcomers in, no problem, I don't have no judgment on that either, but why aren't we getting ours before they even get a piece? How are they jumping the line? It's already built over here. It's already made up. It's already put together.
Right.
We're just saying, give us what was owed so many years, over 100 years ago.
Okay.
Right? Just give us what we're owed, and not to say we will be
It
quiet, but it would be a lot better.
would be helpful. Yeah. Give me some acres. I'll be fine.
Yeah. No, just give me the loan. Approve me
Yeah.
for the
Give me
loan
the
that I
money.
want
Yeah.
on the business or the house that I want to live in with no BS, with
With
no
none.
strings
It's
attached,
attached.
with
Yeah.
no hoops that I
Yeah.
have to jump through just to get it, right?
And no scheming and scamming behind it with your
Yeah.
extra
No judgment. Like,
and all
show
that.
my paperwork, give me the loan. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it, and that's all.
That's all
They
we have.
got all these different stipulations that go with everything. When a
Mhm.
white person always jumps the line.
Oh, it's always easier for them.
They always jump the line. And they will constantly say over and over that, what is that? Emancipation.
Mhm.
Uh what's the thing where they give you where it's supposed to be fair? It's supposed to be fair housing, fair jobs.
Equality. Yeah, equality.
Yeah, and
Equal
none of that.
housing,
They have all of these different acts,
but
right?
it's not
That they're supposed to
true.
abide by, but they don't.
Mhm. No, they don't.
So,
The mortgage. Yeah, it's a
yeah,
whole.
stereotypes, get rid of them.
Yeah.
Because as we see, Asians or whites don't fall too far behind blacks with the chicken.
With the
right?
chicken, right.
We're a little ahead,
Mm-hmm.
but we're still like right there together,
Right.
neck and neck.
Next,
It's like,
next.
it's
Just
like
like
blacks right here, and it's about whites right there. Well, I say Asians, then about whites, then Hispanic. You know what I'm saying? So
okay.
that's what I'm saying. Everybody eats chicken. I don't know why.
And then they say all black people can dance. No, it's not. That's not
No,
true.
no.
No, not all black people can dance. Not at all. I done seen some
All
little
black
old
people
flowers
cannot
baby that's
dance.
with two left shoes.
That is,
And actually I see some Asian people can get down.
get down. Yes, me too.
Yes.
Hmm.
And
See,
Hispanic.
some white people get down too.
Oh
Yeah,
yes, yes.
yeah.
So
So the stereotypes need to stop. That's
okay.
how come TikTok blew up, right? Was
Okay.
from
Yes.
dancing, and it wasn't all black people
No, it
dancing.
wasn't.
It wasn't a
Mm-mm.
high number, but it was not all black people dancing,
Not at
right?
all.
That's just like when the pandemic came and I seen how many white people
We're on.
braid black people and do
Yes.
black people's hair.
Yes.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you would have never known that until the pandemic showed everything, everybody's talents, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the stereotypes need to stop. People need to stop with that.
Yeah.
Like, really. But
Yeah.
yes, hey, thank you for tuning in for another episode of Meet the Shoe. See you Friday.
Nice.